welcome to the next episode, episode 10 of the F1 2016 Stop and Rosberg winning the championship series. We are in Silverstone today. It's a Mercedes front row lockout. Vettel starting from P5, Raikkonen P3. You never know. One of them could win today. Let's find out if either of them can win. As I can't see the lights, but I'm assuming we're at 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. And it's a good start from Verstappen and from Vettel. Vettel looks to go to the inside into turn 1, backs out a bit, and we're on board with Vettel, but we really want to be on board with Kimi Raikkonen today, as we are on lap 1 of this race. And going into this race, Sebastian Vettel still leading the Drivers' Championship, as he has done for the majority of the season, especially since he retook the lead of the championship. And as we look, it is Nico Rosberg who leads, Lewis Hamilton second, Ferrari's Kimi Raikkonen in third. As we go round on to lap 2 of the Silverstone Grand Prix today. And it could certainly be an interesting one today, as who knows what will happen in the 52 laps here. Anything could really happen 52 here, as Raikkonen is gaining on Hamilton. Hamilton seems to be going slow, and there is quite a big gap to Ricciardo, and Sebastian Vettel is now on the back of Daniel Ricciardo. But Kimi Raikkonen is who we want to look at right now, as we are on lap 3 of this Grand Prix, as we will speed through a bit more of this Grand Prix. And it seems like they're catching up slowly on Sebastian, not Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg, but Kimi Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton going wheel to wheel round the two corners, the left and the right. And Raikkonen looks to just have his wheel ahead. I don't know the names of the corners, but I went to Cops now. I know the name of that corner. I know the name of the corners up here, Maggotts and Beckett, and Raikkonen will lead through Maggotts into Beckett. Hamilton backs out, and now the chase for Nico Rosberg is on, but Hamilton comes back, and Hamilton makes the move going into Sector 3 on Kimi Raikkonen, and they are slowly gaining on Nico Rosberg. Nico Rosberg is not able to pull away, and they are slowly gaining on Rosberg. And on lap 4 of this Grand Prix now, we're going into Sector 2 now. Raikkonen looks to make the move on Hamilton. Hamilton remains ahead though on lap 4. And into Cops they go wheel to wheel. Hamilton sees ahead, and Hamilton's leading through Maggotts and Beckett this time, but Raikkonen with DRS comes back, and Raikkonen makes the move going into lap 5 now. And Hamilton is dropping back a little bit, but Raikkonen is gaining on Nico Rosberg gradually. In P4 is Ricciardo with Vettel behind, then it's Bottas and Verstappen. Verstappen's dropped back a little bit from weight. So Raikkonen will lead on lap 5 through Maggotts and Beckett here. And he makes a move on Raikkonen going into Sector 3. That is a good move from him. As we go on to lap 6 of this Grand Prix. On lap 6 we will ride on board with Kimi Raikkonen for a lot. Raikkonen decides not to make the move yet, he's going to wait out, but they are on the back of Nico Rosberg now. Rosberg looks to be just losing a bit of pace. And what it's on the mediums compared to the other two soft. And Raikkonen makes a move, but behind. It's a three-way battle behind, and what a move that is from Sebastian Vettel as Daniel Ricciardo locks up. That was a lovely move from Sebastian Vettel, but we are on board with Lewis Hamilton once again, as the top three are now all around a second off each other, and they are pushing hard in this race. Nico Rosberg leads, Kimi Räikkönen P2, Lewis Hamilton P3, as we are coming out of sector 1 into sector 2, as Räikkönen looks to make a move on Rosberg, possibly into the left-hander. There is a move, but Rosberg is going to fight back. And Nico Rosberg does fight back. And Nico Rosberg remains ahead. We're going right on board with Hamilton now as we come down the run into Copse. And it's close. Räikkönen is going to the outside. Hamilton goes to the inside. And through goes Hamilton at Copse. And Hamilton from P3 to P1 through Copse. Kimi Räikkönen is in P2. And it's P3 for Nico Rosberg. The two Mercedes swap positions through Copse. Räikkönen remains in P2. And that was an amazing move there from Lewis Hamilton into that corner. And on to lap 8 we go. The next point of looking is to go to Daniel Kvyat. That's who we're looking for now, and we have found Daniel Kvyat as Kvyat enters lap number 8. So we are going to ride on board with Daniel Kvyat for a few laps now, just to find what we are looking for. Lap 14, so we have got lap 13, sorry. So it is a few laps to wait, but once we get there we will be happy that we did, because we need to work out and to Daniel Kvyat at the point in the race. That's 13 seats filled in top division now, in F124 division as well, in WERL. 13 seats in F124 and 2, 4, 6, 8 seats now in F123. Through Maggots and Beckett is Massa leading Daniel Kvyat, and it's a rather large gap back to the Force India behind them. But Kvyat is going to chase down Massa now. I suppose we can go to the leading 3. It is still Rosberg P3. So lap 9 with the leaders, we will switch back to who we need to be finding when we get to that lap. With lap 9, Hamilton leads, Räikkönen second, Rosberg third, Verstappen fourth, Ricciardo fifth, Vettel down at 6th. And Räikkönen makes a look for the lead. Hamilton defends well and Hamilton remains ahead. Rosberg just sitting behind him as we go into lap 10 now at Silverstone. It has been a good race so far. And these top 3 will continue to make it an even better race. And on lap 11 now, and it looks like the rain could be coming in. It's getting dark clouds in Silverstone here. And Räikkönen looking for the move again, but just not make that move going through that right hander on Hamilton. Hamilton defending really, really well. This time, as they are into the pit lane. As we are now going back to Danny Kvyat again. I feel it is either Kvyat out ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. Still behind Felipe Massa. Williams have had a good season. That is very good season so far. Does look like a... sorry, where is it? Coming into sector 2, Kvyat gets a front left puncture, which is going to slow up everyone behind him. So that is Perez, Raikkonen, his teammate Sainz, Hülkenberg, and Nico Rosberg. Everybody getting slowed up via this puncture. And everyone looking to try to get past. Kvyat just slowing everybody down a bit. And it is green flag. And it is safety car now for Daniel Kvyat. Being so slow on the track. And we are seeing Sebastian Vettel massively out of position. P1, P2, P3, P4, P. P14 on lap 13 for Sebastian Vettel. That is massively up. Where is Daniel Kvyat? We can find our Sainz. We are unable to find Daniel Kvyat right now. And we will ride on board with Felipe Massa. As Felipe Massa is involved in an upcoming incident. One of the cars surrounding him. So I do feel like into the pit comes Lewis Hamilton. Felipe Massa now leads under the safety car. And we will speed through a little bit here. It's not really what. As we're on, I think, 16 here. Lap 16, the safety car comes in. Up in third, fourth Raikkonen. Fifth is Hamilton, sixth Rosberg, seventh Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo might not be bad. As the safety car restarted, Daniel Ricciardo is 6. 7 is Sebastian Vettel. And that's Lewis Hamilton is out of the race with a mechanical failure. That is big news. On lap 17, Lewis Hamilton exits the race. That will mean most likely that his teammate will overtake him in the driver's chair. And now Ricciardo, sorry. But Massa wants to go in the pits, and there is contact, and both of them are off the track. Both drivers are off the track. And both are attempting to rejoin. Felipe Massa rejoins, Daniel Ricciardo now rejoins. And that was big. As we're now on lap 18 of this Grand Prix. We already had drama in. And there's going to be more. can guarantee that there will be more drama at some point in this race. And it's going to be this as Naza goes on the outside. Kvyat looks to come down the inside of Felipe Naza into Cops. Kvyat looks to have made the move stick as we go into Maggot and Beckett. The Beckett. Kvyat pulls ahead. Of course, behind Ericsson, Verline, Harianto, and 3 content drivers in question. As we come down into Sector 3 now, the first corner of Sector 3. And there's contact between NASA and Verline is at the back, and Felipe Massa's gone by into the back of Verline, and now Daniel Ricciardo spun into Felipe Massa. Pure carnage as FIASCO Verline is out of this Grand Prix, and there is Ricciardo's into the pits. I'm assuming front wing. Does look like it's front wing. Massa is also into the pits. And lap 18. As onto lap 19 now. Riding on board with Nico Hülkenberg trailing Esteban Gutierrez. Sorry, lap 1. Oh no, this isn't lap 19. As Esteban Gutierrez wants to come into the pits, Nico Hülkenberg is in the way, and Esteban Gutierrez is off the track. Esteban Gutierrez has spun. Nico Hülkenberg. I'm unsure where Nico. On board with Dani Kvyat now. That might have been lap 20 actually. I'm unsure what lap that was exactly. And we will ride on board with our race leader Nico Rosberg for a little while. And it is raining now as we ride on board with Sebastian Vettel, who wants to be pushing catch. However, we are going to go on Carlos Sainz for a little while as we sim through more of this race, coming up to the halfway point soon. So we will go through a little bit more of this race, speed into it a little bit more, obviously. And it's starting to rain quite a bit here. The track still just is not getting damp. As Sainz is past. As I was saying, the track just is not dampening enough for inters. Never mind for the wet tires, so. As we see up ahead, Max Verstappen leads P2, who is Sebastian Vettel now, P3. What can you reckon? About P6 to 6 is Sainz is battling for, well, where Sainz is battling for. And Sainz has had a good race so far. The Sainz backs out. I have a chance again at the Haas. And we're coming around, and it's Saints and the Haas here, battling each other. Saints seems to be at least next to each other. And Saints does not want to come into the pit lane, and Saints has been forced into the pit lane. Now, has he crossed the white line? It's a question. He has crossed the white line, then he's unsafely rejoined the track. Sebastian Vettel chasing him down. So that is an interesting one. As Sainz is who we actually want to drive on board with for more. That was lap 31 of the race. And 32 now. 32, lap 32 Sainz comes in. On to lap 33 now. 33. Lap 34 now. But getting closer to where we... On to 35. And this has been a good race so far, and Inter's everyone goes lap 36 now. 36 and it's Inter's time, everyone it seems. Race 7 now. Well, on board with Vettel, so P1, 2. P1 and 2 is the battle. Rosberg v Raikkonen. And neither of them win, or will they take each other out? That is also a possibility. You never know what will happen there. Especially with the fierce rivalry that there's been this season of Red Bull versus... No, sorry, Red Bull. Mercedes v Ferrari this season. Between Reds and the Ferrari car. Always a chance. Never know what will happen. The RS is able to down to what pace at this point. Interesting to see who can take the win here. And we have a virtual safety car out now. Hi! And that virtual safety car is... good. Science it is, because science has a life. Eventually we are back green again and we are going racing again. Pull away from... as the leaders are now chasing each other down still, breaking the first. Those picks really starting to pull me. As Raikkonen is. Oh, and we've missed something. It's here. Missed it when we were trying to find. I had going in, but Raikkonen, that looks like. We are Raikkonen. On the and locks up and was and that can be, and it looks like it's gonna be. I mean, it almost guaranteed this. That's the last of. Well, good news for Ferrari, because Max Verstappen is losing out a lot of time now. Sebastian Vettel stuck behind the runner coming through the last section of the track. Vettel now on his floor, putting his foot to the floor as Vettel is thinking that he has a chance of getting a podium here now. As Vettel will continue to push, trying to find where the grip is on the track. It was a bad qualifying from Sebastian Vettel, only saw him in 6. Not as bad as Austria, where him and Raikkonen both got knocked out due to the changing weather and only doing one round. But it fell a disappointing qualifying. Would be expected. 6, that is not a good result from the Ferrari team in qualifying, but Sebastian Vettel is looking to catch Max Verstappen, the youngster, in his first season of F1. That is the question we all want. We're in the late stages of this race. In the rain now, it's awesome. Anything could happen. Anyone could crash at this stage. As Vettel makes a pass for the lead, and the lead for the podium, and Sebastian Vettel is on the podium now. Who would have saw this coming from Sebastian Vettel to Max? Verstappen looks for the move. Vettel remains ahead, however. Is that over for Verstappen now? Is that over? Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen will try. But I doubt that he can do much now. Because a 4-time world champion. Right, on board with. It's now. Down into into sector 3, sorry, not Q3, sector. Goes our race leader, so Rosberg, Raikkonen, Vettel, Verstappen. Eyes your top 4. Rosberg's almost guaranteed a win. Oof. Trying to work out who Nico Rosberg is for Saint. But we're getting nearly the end of the race. Lap 50. Ugh. So this is lap 50. The 51. Into the last section. It was 3 in a row for Vettel. Rosberg ends the winning streak. Kimi Räikkönen will finish second. It's a guaranteed P3. Verstappen's fourth, and that is also my air country, my auto in sixth. Round of the top 10 is one of the Williams. Sebastian Vettel. You take P. Try or P6 to P3. So Nico Rosberg wins, and that cuts Sebastian Vettel's championship lead by 10 points. Raikkonen finished second, Vettel third, Verstappen moved up to fourth, Alonso up to fifth, Ricciardo dropped down to P6, Perez P7, Button P8, Grosjean P9. Rounding off your top 10 is Valtteri Bottas. I'm Bottas was Nico Hulkenberg, Danny Kvyat down out of the points from starting in the points. He finished P13, Magnussen 14th and Gutierrez 15th with a 3-second penalty. 16th is Rio Haryanto, 17th Carlos Sainz, 18th Marcus Ericsson, 19th Jolyon Palmer, 20th Felipe Nasser. He was the last of the ones to finish. Pascal Wehrlein, another DNF for him this season, and Lewis Hamilton, second DNF for him this season. That's costly, as that will mean his teammate Nico Rosberg extends the lead over him in the Drivers' Championship. Stop-go penalty was given to Daniel Ricciardo for severe collision with Felipe Massa today. 3 seconds was given to Esteban Gutierrez on lap 20. Moving on to standings. It's a 54-point gap now between Vettel and Rosberg. Raikkonen has jumped ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Now he leads Hamilton by 7. Verstappen, Ricciardo and Bottas remain Perez remain P5, 6, 7 and 8. Fernando Alonso, he gets a big jump this week. He goes up to 9th. Down is Hulkenberg, Palmer and Massa down 10th, 11th, 12th. Grosjean remains 13th with Button moving ahead of Kvyat. Kvyat's down to 15th. Everyone else remains the same as Sainz, Rio Haryanto, Kevin Magnussen, Esteban Gutierrez, Pascal Wehrlein and Felipe Nasser, 16th to 22nd. Constructors Ferrari extend their lead. They're just short of 300 points now this season. Mercedes in. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Up to P6 goes McLaren, with Renault dropping down to P7.